wanted to do. Okay, so the question is, if I'm working on linear equations, where should I start, right? So in my section, first of all, what I would recommend is taking the pretest first, just to see what you know and what you don't know. Now, when you go into whether you use CK12 or whether you use Khan Academy, there's a whole lot of practice that you can work on.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, do I have to do all of it? What I would say to you is yes. Now, what you'll see is they're closely related to each other, like ordered pairs or graphs in the coordinate plane, slope-intercept form, graphing using slope-intercept form. They're very similar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, again, finding the slope. These are all the different ways they may ask you on the GED. So this is why I have slope from 2 points. Write an equation from 2 points. Write an equation given the slope and the point. Equation of parallel lines, equation of perpendicular lines, then word problems, right? Because, and then I have my own assessments here. Look, slope, these are my own assessments that I made. Two
Right.
points, slope of a line, slope of an equation, slope and y-intercept, equation of a line, comparing different sources, parallel and perpendicular, word problems. So no matter what you choose, the question is should I do all of them? I would say yes. Because if you could be ready for a quarter of the exam, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for example, slope of a line using 2 points, right? An equation given 2 points. So let's look at that first. Let's look at that. Because when you got to find an equation of a line from 2 points, well, you got to find the slope first. So
Mm-hmm.
once you know how to find a slope from 2 points, slope from an equation is just one step further. Okay, how do I find a y-intercept? So now but you answer two questions, but then conceptually, if you understand that, then you go to my ebook and say, well, how can I do it in the calculator?
Right.
But I need you to understand it first, right?
Right.
So
Right.
write an equation given 2 points. Let's look at an example. Now this is using CK12, which is a free resource. Okay.
Right.
Now, if you notice, it says find an equation line passing through the origin and the point of intersection of the lines x plus 2y equal 5 and 2x must by 3y plus 3. That's a whole, they're not going to have anything that difficult. But what they're
Mm-hmm.
saying is the point of origin is 0, 0, and then um, the point that those two equations um, cross. So I want something similar to what you're going to see. So you're not going to see anything like this. So let me go past this very quickly. Let's just get it wrong on purpose. Okay. This is no, that's a point in the slope. I'm not looking for that either. Um, mm, ah. So I know it's not 3/2, so let's just pick a 3/2 one. Get it wrong on purpose. That's what I'm looking for. Something like that. Find the equation line that passes through the points 1, 6 and 6, 1. I don't like this one either, but I'll do it. Right. So first of all, right,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta find a slope.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this is x1. This is y1.
Mm-hmm.
This is x2. This is y2 because the first step, identify our givens. They gave us 2 points. Y2 minus y1, right? Remember, we want to use that formula.
Mm-hmm. Why two?
All right. So here we're going to have y2, which is 1. Hold on. Like three people just popped on. Hold on. So y2, which is 1,
Mm-hmm.
minus y1, which is 6, x2, which is 6, minus x1, which is 1. So we got -5 over 5. So the slope is -1. So right away, we know it can't be D. We know it can't be C. Why? Because those are in standard form, and the slope of C would be -6/1, which is -6, and you know it's not none of the above because you already have a slope. Well, it may be one. It may. Let me not say you can get rid of none of the above. Let's see. So we have our slope, which is -1. So we already know A and B both have a slope of -1, right? So
Mhm.
the next step is finding the y-intercept. So we find the y-intercept using a point in the slope. Remember, I told you all these connected. So finding the slope from 2 points, finding an equation of a line from a point in the slope, all these are connected. So even though they may ask you different questions, they're all very similar. So now we're gonna take one of the points. Let's take 6, 1. So y equal, I like red. Y equal mx plus b.
Mhm.
We're gonna use this point here. Y is 1. My slope is -1. My x is 6 plus b. So we get 1 equal -6 plus b. In order to get b by itself, the opposite of -6 is +6. Whatever we do to one side, we do on the other. So we get b is equal to 7. So our y-intercept is 7. Okay? So A is the correct answer. Well, how do you know? Because remember, I told you a shortcut. M equal minus A over B, which is -1/1. That's my slope of -1. That's correct. To find the y-intercept is C over B, which is 7/1, which is 7.
Mhm.
So I know it's A. Okay, now, once you understand that, what I'm saying to you is this. This the beauty of it. What I'm saying to you is this. Once you understand it, we're using the calculator.
Because I don't understand it.
Hmm?
I don't have that concept yet.
Of what? Find it doing that problem we just did?
Yes,
So,
I.
okay. So, okay, let me go back then. Did
Mhm.
you did you understand me identifying the point x1 and y1, x2 and y2?
No, I didn't. I honestly didn't. I was
Okay.
going to ask you why you was going,
So so
why you
so
were doing it.
don't do that. Don't wait.
Okay.
If you don't understand something, right? If you don't understand step 1, how you going to understand 2, 3 and 4?
No, I just didn't want to cut you off while
Not,
you was talking.
cut me off.
Okay.
Slice,
Okay.
right? So,
Yeah.
first of all, identify givens. You see we have 2 points, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so this is my first point. Because this is my first point, we know each ordered pair has an X and a Y. Do you understand that?
Okay. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
that's an ordered pair,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the first point, to distinguish it from the second point, we're going to call this X1, comma, Y1.
Okay.
Because it's the first point. If it's the
Okay.
second point, it'd be X2 and Y2. If it was the
Okay.
third point, it'd be X3 and Y3.
Okay. Now,
Got me?
yes.
So that's what we get X1 and Y1 and X2 and Y2. Understand that?
Yes.
Then from the formula sheet, you got this formula. M equal Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. Understand that? That's from your formula sheet.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
I would recommend you know it.
All right.
But if you don't know,
I
that's the
don't.
formula you're going to use if they give you 2 points.
Okay.
And then we just plug it in. So Y2 is 1
Mm-hmm.
minus Y1, which is 6,
Okay.
X2, which is 6, minus X1, which is 1. So that's
Mm-hmm.
-5 over 5. That reduces to -1. That's how we found the slope.
Okay.
Got me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, we know the slope is -1. So
Okay.
now, now another concept that's going to guarantee be on your exam is if they give you a point in the slope.
Mm.
But guess what? They gave us 2 points. We just figured out the slope. Now we got to use any point we want. Doesn't matter which point you use.
Okay.
So in the first one, I think I used the first point. I'm gonna use this
Mhm.
point, 6, 1.
Okay.
Y equal mx plus b.
Mhm.
My y is 1. My slope I just figured out right here. This is my slope,
Mhm.
-1. We got to multiply that by x. My x is 6
Mhm.
plus b. Got me? Let me move this over so we can have nice, move this right on over here. Now, again, we got to solve for b because this is what's b stand for, the y-intercept. Remember, y equal mx plus b. M is my slope, b is my y-intercept. Those are the two things you need for an equation of a line. We already have the slope. So now we have to find the y-intercept. So we're plugging a point in the slope into that equation. So we get 1 equal -6 plus b. In order to get b by itself, we add 6 to both sides. We get 7 is equal to b. So we got our y-intercept. We have our slope is -1. Y equal -x plus 7. That's slope-intercept form. The problem in this one is that they gave us a standard form. So how do we go from slope-intercept form to standard form? Add this x to both sides. So x plus y equals 7. There you go. So
Okay.
what you do is tonight is you break this problem down. You don't go to problem 2 and 3. You go through this problem step by step over and over again until you got it.
Okay.
Got me?
Okay.
So I wonder if I can go to the previous one. Can I go to previous? I can't go back. All right. Let's try this one. Okay. So let's look at this right now. My first point is what? Which one is my first point?
Um, two, two, two,
2, 2.
two.
So
Yeah,
I'm going to label it x1,
one and
comma, y1.
one.
Understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. What's my second point?
4, 5,
X2,
and one.
comma,
One.
y2.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to use my formula from my formula sheet. M equal y2
Two.
minus y1 over x2 minus x1. If you know I'm saying it, I'm seeing it, I'm writing it.
Okay.
Okay. If you notice, I keep writing the same thing. M equal, because the M means slope. M is the variable for
Right.
slope. What's
Mm.
my y2?
Um, wait a minute. Oh yeah. Y2. Is it 5?
5. Minus.
Yeah, mine. Okay.
What's y1?
Um, 2.
2. Over. What's x2?
Uh, 4.
4. Minus, because that's what the formula says. X2
Okay.
minus x1.
Okay.
What's x1?
Um, 2,
2. What's 5 minus 2?
3,
What's 4 minus 2?
2.
2. My slope that I'm looking for is my slope is what?
3/2.
That means I can get rid of D and I can get rid of B. Tell me why. Tell me why, if I know the slope is 3/2, why can I get rid of B and D? What are the slopes for B and D?
Um, wait a minute. The slopes for B and D.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the slope is negative. Wait a minute.
Don't wait a minute. Just say it. Don't stop being
Right.
scared to be wrong. Just say it what you think it is.
-3/2.
-3/2. See, what happens is don't let doubt enter your mind. You know how to do this. Why? Because y equal
Equals
mx
plus.
plus b. So my slope is what's ever in front of this x.
Right.
My y-intercept is what's ever left.
Okay.
So right away, when I see my slope is -3/2, it can't be b and it can't be d.
Right.
So just knowing that, I got a 50-50 chance to get this right.
Right.
Now, what do? I have the slope, and I'm going to use a point. Okay, I'm going to change
Okay.
my color to blue. So I'm going to rewrite the equation. Y equal mx plus b. Which point do you want to use? The first point or the second point?
Um, the second.
We're going to use this point right there, 4 or 5. My
Mhm.
y is what?
Um, 4.
My y is what?
Wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. 5.
5. Equal. We said our slope was 3/2, correct?
Mm-hmm.
My x is what?
Um, 4.
4 plus b. Now I'm going to change that 4 to an improper fraction
Mm-hmm.
because it makes it easier for you to see when I'm going to cross cancel. All
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to bring that 5 down. I'm going to bring equal. Now I'm multiplying fractions. I can multiply across and get 12 over 2. You
Mm.
understand that? 3
Yeah.
times 4 is 12. 2
Well,
times 1 is 2, right?
right.
But I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to cross cancel. 2 going to 2 one time. 2 going to 4 2 times. Then 3 times 2 is what?
6.
6 plus b. Still not done. Remember, the purpose of algebra is to get the variable by itself. B is not by itself. What do I need to do to get rid of that 6? What's the opposite of plus 6?
-6.
Minus 6. Whatever I do on one side.
Do on the other.
What is minus 6 plus 5?
1.
What kind of 1?
-1.
-1 equal. My 6's cancel. I bring down my b. If I know my y-intercept is -1, I know my slope is 3/2. What's my equation of the line?
Mm.
Now
Ne-
this should be easy for you. If I know my slope is
mhm.
3/2 and I
Right.
know my y-intercept is -1, what's my equation of the line?
Why you
So the slope is going to go right there. The y-intercept is going to go right there.
okay, so
This you got to know. If I know the slope and y-intercept, you should easily be able to tell me the equation of the line. So what's the equation of the line? Tell me.
mm, 2. No, that's
Okay.
I'm lost, right?
I don't know where you're getting lost
I
at,
know.
but I'm going to try to help you.
Right.
The slope intercept form of equation line is y equal mx plus b. You understand
Yeah.
that, correct?
Yeah.
We found out what the slope is. M. What's the slope?
Oh, uh, 3/2.
3 over 2. So instead of saying mx, I'm going to say y equal 3
3.
halves
Yeah.
x
Okay.
because my slope is 3 halves. So instead of I'm replacing the m, what I know what the slope is now, 3 halves.
Okay.
Instead of b, we found out what b was. We found out what the y-intercept was, -1.
Right.
So my equation of line is y equal 3 halves x minus 1, which is a.
Okay. Hold on. Don't erase that yet.
Guaranteed problem on your exam. Guaranteed problem on your exam. You have to understand those steps because that's 3 questions. How to find a slope from 2 points, how to find the equation of a line from 2 points, how to find the equation of a line given a point in a slope. That's 3 questions on your exam. If you understand this problem and you can solve this problem from start to finish, you have the answer to 3 questions on your exam.
Okay.
I didn't say 1 question. I didn't say
Right.
2 questions. I said
Right.
3 questions
Mm,
because they're going to ask you the slope from 2 points. They're
okay.
going to ask you what's the equation of a line given the point in the slope. They're going to ask you the equation of a line.
Mm,
I guarantee you.
okay.
Now, watch this. What I'm saying to you is this. Understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you understand that, watch this. Let me open my calculator. But you can't skip steps though. So you
Right.
have to understand how to do that first from start to finish.
Right.
I don't care if you do the same problem 10 times straight. On that 10th time, you should know how to do it. Now go practice with other problems.
Okay.
I don't care if you got to do it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and you walk yourself through this. Says, oh, they gave me 2 points. My first point, x1 and y1. They gave me my second point, x2 and y2. Oh, I know how to find a slope from 2 points. M equal y2. You walk yourself through that whole problem. That's what you do. If I'm telling you this concept here is going to help you with 3 problems, it should be no doubt. Now, ultimately, this is what I want you to be able to do. Let me clear everything out first. Ultimately, once you have a conceptual understanding of the problem, because that for me to do that problem just took me about 3 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
It took me about 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Watch this on the calculator. I'm gonna be done in 30 seconds. Watch this. Data, 2, enter, 4, enter. Oops. Let me clear everything out first. Hold on. So it was already, hold on. Let me clear everything out. Watch this. 15 seconds. Let me make it nice and big so you can see it. Watch this. 2, enter, 4, enter. My X's go in the first column. 2, enter, 5, enter. My first point 2, 2. My second point 4, 5. Second data, 2 variable calculate. I'm looking for a lowercase a and a lowercase b. Okay. So right now, that lowercase a and that lowercase b, this is my slope. This is my y-intercept. So if I write this equation in slope-intercept form, it's y equal 1.5x minus 1. But I look at these multiple choice and none of them say 1.5x. That's because you need to know the decimal, the fraction, decimal, percent equivalence. Again, we're going to use the calculator. So I'm going to clear this out. 1.5, I'm going to hit the double arrow, hit enter. What fraction does it say?
3
3/2. Y equal 3/2 x minus 1. Less than 30 seconds. I'm done. Oops, not A. Yeah, that's A. Yep.
Do that again. I just want to like.
Do you have your calculator ready? Out.
Yep, I got it. I got it with me.
Have it ready. Let's
Yeah.
go. No, let me take a screenshot of it. Then we're gonna walk back through it again.
All right.
But I don't want you relying or remembering how to do in the calculator first.
No,
I need you to understand it first.
Yeah.
Because when you get to the exam, they're gonna give you a whole lot of information. You're gonna look all confused and you ain't gonna know what to do. I'm telling you what's gonna happen.
Right.
Now, first of all, let me clear this out first. We're gonna start from scratch. Listen, this skill right here is gonna save you a whole lot of time. I'm gonna hit data. Okay. What are my 2 x values?
Uh, oh yeah, X. Wait a minute, you said
See how you saying, wait a
Y.
minute?
Wait a minute, Y1.
So
And
hold on.
mhm.
Pause right there. So first of all, you got to be able to identify X and Y.
Right.
So what you're doing is you're trying to remember. No, remember what it's called, an ordered pair.
Okay.
That means X is first, then Y. So if I
Right.
look at a point, my X value is first, then Y. You can,
Okay.
what's first? Y, X, I can't. No, that's what ordered pair means. Ordered means in order, pair meaning 2.
Okay.
So what are my X values of these 2 points?
Uh, it's
Come
2,
on, come on, go. 2 and
2,
what? 2 and what? Let's go. 2 and what?
4,
2 and
4.
4. Watch
Yeah.
this. 2, enter, 4, enter. So I put my 2 X's first. I'm going to hit my right arrow on the calculator to move to my second column. Because my second column is going to contain my Y value. What are my 2 Y values?
The 2 Y values is 2 and 5.
Stop playing. That's what I'm talking about. 2, enter, 5, enter. Now, checks and balances. Now you look back at the 2 points. You should see the 2 points in your calculator. My first point, 2, 2. My second point, 4, 5. That's easy. You should see
Right.
it on your calculator. If you don't see it, then you put it in wrong.
Yeah, I think I put it.
The next step is just walking through this over and over again. So let me go ahead and maximize the screen so we can make it nice and big. We can see everything nice and clear. These are the steps you have to know. Once you put them in, it's easy. And I want you to say it while you're pressing it. Second, data, two variable, hit enter. Come down to calculate, hit enter. So every time you're doing second, data, two variable, calculate.
Okay.
Second, data, two variable, calculate. Anytime you put 2 points in to get the equation of the line, second, data, set, you're going to walk through it every time. Now, you're going to scroll down until you see a lowercase a and a lowercase b. Okay? The lowercase a is your slope. You did no work.
Okay.
We didn't identify x1 and y1.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't plug it into the formula. We didn't take a point and slope and plug it in, did we?
Nope.
We didn't do any of that. But what I want you to do is do it by hand first. Be able to solve it algebraically first. That means you're going to have a conceptual understanding to what you're doing. Once you can do that, then you use the calculator all you want.
Okay.
Now this problem is a 15-second problem. Now, if I know my slope is 1.5, so that's y equal 1.5x minus 1.
Right.
But when you saw the multiple choice, they didn't have 1.5 because everything that we've done, the slope has been an improper fraction or some type of fraction, correct? Or a
Mm-hmm.
whole number, correct? So we don't usually see decimals. That don't mean you can't have decimals.
Okay.
Okay. So now, say you didn't know 1.5 was 3/2. Okay. Say you didn't know. You
Mm-hmm.
don't know it. Say you didn't know. Oops, I didn't mean to erase that. Hold on. Say you didn't know. You should know. But if you didn't know, you go to your calculator. This is why I explain everything in the ebook step by step. And you type in 1.5. You hit your double arrows right above enter. That's the convert button. It changes fractions to decimals, decimals to fractions. I press enter. What's my fraction instead of 1.5?
3/2.
Y equal 3
Um,
halves x minus 1.
okay. Mm-hmm.
That's 3 problems on your exam. If you understand how to do that problem,
Mm-hmm.
matter of fact, that'll help you with 5 problems. I ain't even gonna lie.
Okay.
Listen, watch this. I'm gonna show you something. This is now. So remember what we just did. 2 points slope from 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Write an equation of a line from 2 points. Write an equation given a slope and point. That's all everything we did, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if they ask you for an equation of a line of a parallel line? What if they ask you the equation of a line of a perpendicular line? Guess what? We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove it to you right now. I'm going to prove it to you right now. So if you understand this one problem tonight, from start to finish in every concept, that's about 5 problems on your exam.
Okay.
And I'm going to prove it to you. I ain't about just showing you. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove
Mm-hmm.
it to you. Can somebody tell me what a parallel lines are? Can somebody tell me what parallel lines are? Can somebody tell me what parallel lines are?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I gotta get some of these wrong because I'm in mastery right now. So let me get some of these wrong on purpose.
Okay.
I gotta get it down to where it says
It's margin.
oh, I need x equal. Parallel, let's say -3, so we get it wrong on purpose. -3. -5. We could do -5/3. That'd be fine. That's wrong. See, now when you get too many wrong in a word, they're saying, okay, you need to practice some more.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what level I'm on. Beginning. Let's get this wrong. Let's get this wrong real fast. Let's say y equal minus 2x plus 1. And then we should be at beginning. Yep, there we go. Oh, they got to do it twice. Y equal minus 2x plus 1. But if you notice, even in the practice that you're seeing, right,
Mm-hmm.
you're seeing computation and you're seeing word problems. Okay, let's try this one right here. Okay. Find the equation of line given the following information. It passes through -1, -4, and is parallel to y equal 5x plus 2. This is the type of problem you're probably going to see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Identify our givens. So I want you to tell me what you know from what they gave us already. What are the givens that we know?
Um,
And anybody can answer. It doesn't matter.
Gave us a point.
They gave us a point. When they give us a point, what are they giving us? A what and a what?
X and a Y.
A x and a y. So they gave us a point. We got an x and a y. What else did they give us?
We know it's parallel.
We know it's
We know it's
parallel.
parallel.
Ooh, I heard my voice. What else do we know? So that's right. We have a point that gives us an x and a y value. We know we're trying to find a line that's parallel. What's the last two things we need that they're giving us?
Formula.
They gave us an equation.
Right.
What two things can we find from this equation of the line?
A slope and a y-intercept.
What's the slope?
5x.
5x. What's the slope?
M equals
Y equal mx
x
plus b.
plus b.
Y equal 5x plus
X.
2. What is my slope?
5.
Not 5x. You keep making that
Right.
mistake.
5. 5.
5. What's my y-intercept?
2.
2. So that's the three things that we need. They gave us a point, our x and y value. They said we want to find the equation of a line that's parallel and then its slope. Now, so parallel lines are two lines that will never cross.
Never cross. Right. And
Because of that,
they have the same slope.
they have the same slope. So the slope of any line that's parallel is also 5.
Mm-hmm.
So we know even before we start, our equation is going to start with y equal what?
Y equals 5
5 what?
x.
5x. Even before we start. So if we got multiple choice and it's only one equation that starts with y equal 5x, pick that when you're done. This is a fill-in. So we got to walk through step by step. Now, what did I just tell you? We just had a problem where we had 2 points. We figured out the slope. And then we used that slope in 1 point to figure out the y-intercept. Do we know the slope of the parallel line? Yes. Do we have a point that it passes through? Yes. So y equal mx plus b. What's our y?
Mm-hmm.
What's my y?
I'm sorry. It's -4.
-4. What's the slope of the parallel line?
5.
5. What's our x?
-1.
-1 plus b. We got to simplify. So -4 equal -5 plus b, because a negative and a positive make a negative. So 5 times -1 is a -5. Everybody understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
In order to get b by itself, we got to get rid of -5. How do we get rid of -5?
Add
Add what?
5.
Add 5 to what?
Both sides.
Both sides. What's 5 minus 4?
1.
1 equal, bring down the equal, the 5's cancel, we bring down the b. So we know our y-intercept is 1. We know our slope is 5. What's our equation of the line?
Y equals 5x plus 1.
Stop playing. That's it. That's it.
Mm.
That's it. Now, using the calculator, we got to get 2 points. So the first thing, if I know I'm using the calculator, first of all, I want you to understand it that way first. Identify your point, x and y value. Identify you trying to find the equation of a line of a parallel line. Identify that parallel lines have the same slope. Identify your slope and your y-intercept from the equation. Y equal mx plus b, plug in everything you need and solve for b. That'll get your equation line. But why not use the calculator? Why not use it? Well, Mr. Tinsley, how are we going to use the calculator if we only have 1 point, Mr. Tinsley? Because this is what you know. We know the slope is a constant rate of change. So to get to every point on that line, we use that slope to get to the next point. For example, the point that they gave us is -1, -4. Our slope is 5, which is the same as 5 over 1, which is the same as change in y over the change in x. That means to get to every point on this line, if I change the y by 5 and change the x by 1, I'm going to get the second point. What do you mean by that, Mr. Tinsley? I'm going to change my y by +5. I'm going to change my x by +1. So my next point is I'm going to combine those two. -4 plus 5 is a +1. -1 plus 1 is a 0. If I want to get a third point on that line, I add 5 to y, add 1 to my x. So my next point will be 6, 1 comma 6. So the 3 points that I just made using my slope is -1, -4, 0, 1, and y, 1 and 6. So watch this. You should know by now, because if you don't know, I'm about to tell you. Because if you've been doing linear equations, you know when x is equal to 0, that's my y-intercept.
And y-intercept.
That's my y-intercept. So if I know my slope is 5, y equal 5x plus 1. Done. Now, that's not what I was doing that for. What I was trying to show you was this.
To get a second point.
Get the second point, use your calculator. Let me clear everything out first. Let me clear my data. And again, these are all steps you should be going through. Do I know how to clear my data? If I have something there already. Do I know how to put uh, 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 the numbers into this calculator? You have to practice until you know it. Because when you get to that exam, them questions going to blow your brain. Your brain's going to feel like it's going to explode. And you're going to feel like you know nothing. I'm telling you how you're going to feel. So you got to take a deep breath and say, Mr. Tinsley prepared me for this test. I'm ready. So I got 2 points. My x is -1, enter, 0, enter. My 2 y's, -4 and 1. Hit my right arrow, -4, enter, 1, enter. Second, data, 2 variable, calculate. Say it, do it. Scroll down till I see A and B. My slope is 5, my y-intercept is +1. Y equal 5x plus 1. Easy money. I can't say it any simpler than that. That's easy money. If you understand what we did tonight and know how to do it by hand and use the calculator, that's 5 questions on your exam. So if you had a 141 and you missed linear equations, you ready to pass from one night. That's how, listen, I can't tell you enough. So tomorrow is 217. If I just told you this is 5 to 6 problems on your exam, what you should be doing tomorrow is making sure you know how to understand it, know how to put in your calculator, and send me a text or email saying, Mr. Tinsley, I know how to do it. Why? Because that's like somebody said, I remember, listen, let me just give you a quick example real quick. I had a young lady, right? She missed class every day, right? She came into class and she was wondering why all her classmates were passing the exam. And she got upset, crying. Why can't I pass it? I said, do me a favor. Let me ask you a question. If somebody gave you $50 to leave your house and come here every day, would you do it? She said, yeah. I said, understand what you're doing when you're studying. You are investing in yourself. So if you don't practice, if you don't put the hard work in, you are not investing in yourself. If you want your diploma because you want a better job, if you want your diploma because you want a promotion, if you want your diplomas because you want to go to college, you got to invest in yourself. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to come to class every Monday. No, it got to be, I come to class on Monday, then I'm going to work on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So when Monday come, I got that down. I don't need to go over that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I just told you, if you can understand these concepts from tonight, that's 4 to 5 problems in the exam. If you wouldn't have to give me any more motivation. Now, here's a word problem. Suppose a coordinate plane were transposed over a map of a city, and First Street had the equation y equal 2x plus 3. If Second Street ran parallel to First Street and it passed through the point 69, what would be the equation of Broad Street? Most people read that. I don't know. No, it's the same steps. Identify your givens. Identify what you know. Tell me what we know from this word problem. Tell me what we know from this word problem.
It's parallel.
It's
You
parallel.
got a
What else do we
point.
know? Got a point. When you get a point, what does it tell you with that point?
X and Y.
X and Y. What else do you know?
And you have an equation.
You have an equation. From that equation, what two things do we know?
You have a slope.
What's the slope?
2,
2. What's my y-intercept?
3,
Okay, because we know the slope is 2, the slope of any line parallel to that is also what?
2.
Bam. Now, we got a point. We know our slope of the parallel. We're going to plug it into what equation?
Y equals mx plus b.
What's my y?
Your y is 9,
9. Equal. What's my slope?
2,
2 times x. What's my x?
6,
6 plus b. We're going to simplify. 9 equal. What's 2 times 6?
18.
2
I mean
times
12.
6?
12.
12 plus b. In order to get b by itself, what do I need to do?
Subtract
Subtract
12
what?
on both sides.
Subtract 12 on both sides. I'm going to move over here. What's minus 12 plus 9?
Minus 12.
Minus 12 plus 9.
Is
You
that
don't know, use
3?
your calculator.
3?
What kind of 3?
Negative 3.
Negative 3 equal b. So if I know my slope is 2 and I know my y-intercept is negative 3, what's my equation in line?
Y equals 2x plus negative 3. I mean, y equals 2x, subtract 3, negative 3.
Stop playing. There you go. Again, if you understand that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm using my calculator. Why? Why? Because I know my slope is 2, which is 2 over 1. So let me move this over a little bit. Again, I'm giving you multiple ways to solve this problem. Multiple ways to solve this problem. So I know my slope is the change in y over change in x. So that means my x is going to change by plus 2. My y is going to change by plus 1. So my second point that I'm going to use is 7 because 6 plus 1 is 7. 9 plus 2 is 11. So those are 2 points I'm going to use, 6 and 9 and 7 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go grab my what?
Calculator.
I'm a calculator. Now, I need to clear everything out. So I'm going to hit clear. I'm going to hit data. I'm going to clear everything out because I'm going to start from scratch. And then in my first column, I'm going to put my two x's. What are my two x's?
Can't see it.
What are my two x's?
6 and 9. 6 and 7.
6 and 7. 6 enter, 7 enter. I'm hitting my right arrow. What are my two y's?
9 and 11.
9 enter, 11 enter. Second data, two variable calculate. I'm looking for what? Lowercase a and a lowercase b. What's my equation line?
Y equals 2x, subtract 3.
Y equal 2x minus 3. Did we get the same thing?
Yes.
And to calculate, how fast did I do it?
2 seconds.
This is a problem there you're supposed to spend 5 minutes on. So if you got 3 or 4 problems that you can use your calculator on, instead of spending 3, 4, 5 minutes, and you can do them in less than 30 seconds, what's going to happen to your self-esteem? What's going to happen to your confidence? You're going to feel much better about yourself. You're going to feel like, oh, I can pass this test. But if you spending 5, 6 minutes on 3, 4 problems and you spending this long amount of time, what starts to creep in your mind? Doubt, fear, anxiety. So now you put the hard work in. Now you learn how to use the calculator. So when you get to the exam, boop, 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 I got you. Boop, 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 gotcha. And you calling me with 30 minutes to 45 minutes left before the exam is over saying, Mr. Tensley, I passed. I know I passed. Now, watch this. Perpendicular lines. Oh, I got to refresh it. So again, from one concept, was the equation of a line from 2 points. We found the slope from 2 points, the equation of a line from 2 points, the equation of a line given a point in the slope, the equation line of a parallel line, the equation of a line of a perpendicular line. When I'm telling you, if you understand the concept tonight, that's 5 questions on your exam, 4 to 5 questions on your exam. 4 to 5 questions on your exam. If you scored a 140, that 5 points get you over. Now, I'm going to do this problem. Matter of fact, let's see if you can walk me through this problem. Let me see if you can walk me through the problem. Matter of fact, that's what I need. I need you to explain this problem to me because I just bumped my head and I can't remember how to do anything. I can't. Please, somebody explain this to me. Now, why am I doing that? Because if you have classmates, if you're in class somewhere, the most important tool that you have, that if you can explain a concept to somebody else, you know you have full conceptual understanding of a problem. So once you understand something, your task is to say, let me teach somebody else. Let me show somebody else. Let me explain to somebody else. Right? All right. Walk me through this problem. How can I solve this problem? Somebody walk me through how to solve this problem. We don't care if we get it right, we get it wrong. But if you sit there, oh no, oh no, that's not going to do. The first thing I told you, identify your givens. So if you're sitting there and you don't know what to say next, that means you are letting fear conquer you. Don't let fear conquer you. Get it wrong here. But if you say, I'm sitting here, no, oh no, I'm scared to get it wrong. Listen, you already defeating yourself. That's not what I'm in the business to do. My business is to build self-esteem, build confidence. You can't be scared to make mistakes here. This is where you're supposed to make mistakes so you won't make mistakes when you take an exam. Tell me what we know from this information.
X is 4 and Y is 7.
Okay, so we gave us a point. So I know my point is my X and my Y. Perfect. That's wonderful. What else do we know?
It's perpendicular.
They want to find the equation of a perpendicular line. What else do we know?
We have the equation.
We have the equation. What 2 things can we get from the equation?
The slope and the y-intercept.
What is my slope?
1/2.
1 over 2. What's my y-intercept?
1.
1. One last thing we need, because they want to find the slope of the perpendicular. How do we find, what is the slope of a line that's perpendicular to this line? How do we find the slope of a perpendicular line? What do we do? Can anybody remember what I told you to find the slope of a perpendicular line?
You still need another point.
Nope, not a point. Nope, don't need another point, not yet. How do you find the slope of a perpendicular line? So parallel lines have the same slope. What did I tell you about perpendicular lines? What did I tell you to do?
You change the sign and flip.
Change the sign and flip. So if the slope is 1/2 of this line, what's the slope of the perpendicular? Change the sign and flip.
2 over 1.
What kind of 2 over 1?
Negative.
Negative 2 over 1.
Over 1.
Because we got to change the sign.
Change the
It's
sign.
positive 1/2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Change the sign, it becomes negative. We flip 1 over 2 to 2 over 1. So negative 2 over 1. So we know the slope of any line that's perpendicular to this line is going to be negative 2. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
So we know our equation is going to start how?
Y equals negative 2.
Negative 2 what?
X.
So right there, we know it's going to start with y equal negative 2x. So if we look at our multiple choice, if there's only one equation that starts with y equal negative 2x, we're done. Pick that one, you off. This is a fill-in. So now we got to find the point. What are we going to do to find the point or find the y-intercept? What equation are we going to use?
Mm-hmm.
What equation are we going to use? This
Y equal
equation,
mx plus b.
y equal mx plus b. You cannot forget, it ain't no doubt. This is why I say you got to write it, you got to say it, you got to do it, you got to live it, you got to smell it, you got to wake up to it, you got to cook eggs and bacon with it. This equation is 5 to 10 problems on your exam. You got to understand everything about slope. Y equal mx plus b. What's my y?
7.
7. What's my slope of the perpendicular?
1.
Nope. The slope of the perpendicular.
Negative 2.
2x.
Negative 2. What's my x?
4.
The 4.
4 plus b. We got to simplify. What is negative 2 times 4?
That's a negative 8.
Negative 8 plus b. In order to get b by itself, what must we do?
Add 8 on both sides.
Add 8 on both sides. What's 7 plus 8?
That's 15.
15. Bring down my equal. What happens to the 2 8s?
Cancels out.
Bring down my b. My y-intercept is 15. My slope is negative 2. What's my equation of the line?
Y equals negative 2x plus b. I mean plus 15.
Stop playing. Plus 15. Stop playing. Oops, what did I do? Did I erase something? Minus 2x plus
Yeah,
15.
you're right. Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Now, you learned how to do it. I taught you how to do it this evening. Now it's up to you to go put the hard work in and make sure. Listen, to me, what I would say to myself is, I don't care if I got to work this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If Mr. Tinsley just told me this may be anywhere from 4 to 5 questions, I'm going to make sure I know how to do it conceptually. I'm going to make sure I understand it conceptually. I'm going to make sure I know how to do it algebraically. And then the third step is learn how to do what? With the calculator. Now, let's do it with the calculator. So, from here, I need 2 things. I said, my slope is 1/2. So my slope of the perpendicular is negative 2 over 1. So I know my change in y. I know my change in x. So my point is 4, 7. That means my y has to change by negative 2. My x got to change by plus 1. So now I'm going to go to my, combine those two, and I'm going to get 4 plus 1 is 5. 7 minus 2 is 5. So the 2 points that I'm going to put in my calculator is 4, 7, and 5, 5. Right? So now, let's go put it in our calculator. Let me clear the screen here. We don't need this. We'll put the calculator on our screen, and let's see if we can make this work. Let me get my calculator. Again, I need to clear it. I need to hit data. I need to hit clear all. And I need to move it over. My 2x's are what?
Four and 5.
4 and 5. 4 enter, 5 enter. I'm hitting my right arrow. My 2 y's are what?
7 and 5.
7 enter, 5 enter. Second data, 2 variable calculate. I'm looking for a lowercase a and a lowercase b. Did I get the same exact answer?
Yes.
Y equal minus 2x plus 15. But I did it in 15 seconds. This is a hard problem. This is considered a difficult problem. What happens if you do a difficult problem in 15 seconds? How are you feeling for this exam? You feeling good. You like, whoa, okay. After tonight, you should be able to find a slope from 2 points. You should be able to find an equation of a line from 2 points. You should be able to find an equation of a line given a point in the slope. You should be able to find an equation of a line that's parallel. You should be able to find an equation of a line that's perpendicular. But we're not even done. From this one concept, I'm going to show you even another question. How to find an equation line from a table. Watch this. And it's the last one we're going to do because it's already 7. This hour went too fast. You better stop playing.
It was a good night, though.
Listen, it wasn't a good night.
Yeah.
You should be excited.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me find it's .com. It's the .com. Well, there we go right there. .com. And this is the study guide from GED. This is a crazy question. This is a crazy question. Most people don't even know where to start. Look at this long paragraph. They're giving you 2 tables. They just look. Matter of fact, let me go to the original question online. Let me see if I can find it real quick. We got one question. Because the reason why I like it is because, hold on, wait. The reason why I like it is because anything you do on a practice test, anything that they give you, you know it's a concept that you're going to see. You know it's a concept you're going to see. Hold on, GED. Oh, no, not GED. I don't want to go there. I want to go to the exam. Oh, don't tell me I erased it. Come on. Hold on. Let me move this out the way. GED. Oh, I think I lost it. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Watch this. Okay, I got this right from GED.com. They took it down. They took it down. It was just up last week. It was just up last week. No, don't do this to me. All right. I'm gonna have to do the PDF version. Okay, it doesn't matter. I still can give it to you. So, what they're asking you is this. The scientist creates an equation that models her data for each tree so she can predict the diameter in the future. Complete a linear equation that fits the data for tree 1, where X is the year and Y is the trunk diameter. That's a whole lot of information. Look at all these tables. Look at all this paragraph. Again, read the question first. Identify your givens. Identify what they want to know. So first of all, they want a linear equation. So if they want a linear equation, you should be thinking Y equal mx plus b. That's right from the doors.
Okay.
That fits the data for tree 1. X is the year, Y is the trunk diameter. So now let me go to my table for tree 1, not
Right.
tree 2, where X is my year and Y is my trunk diameter. What do we know about a table? If it's 2 columns, they're giving us an X and a Y.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving us 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing this by hand because Mr. Tinsley showed me how to get the equation of a line from 2 points on the calculator. Because I've invested my time before I took my exam to make sure that if I'm given 2 points, I know how to use my calculator. 1, enter, 3, enter. Right arrow, 18.6, enter. 19.2, enter. Second data, 2 variable calculate. Looking for lowercase a and lowercase b. I got my equation line right there. Y equal 0.3x plus 18.3. That question went from an impossible question, went from a difficult question. Now, all we doing here is we dragging. So what we would do here, this says y equal. So we would drag the 0.3 right there. We would drag the x right there. It would have a plus right here, and we would drag the 18.3 to here. An almost impossible sounding question became a 15 to 20-second problem because you identified your givens, identified what they want, right? And then went back to that chart for tree 1, grabbed your 2 points. If you are not excited about the stuff you learned this evening, I don't know what to tell you. Because you should be thinking, oh, I'm going to be ready soon to take this test. Let me just make sure I'm listening to what Miss Tinsey is saying here, because this is gold right here. I don't have to spend 5-6 minutes doing this problem. All I gotta do is spend 5 to 6 minutes now, because once I understand it, I'm gonna use my calculator and be done in 30 seconds. Because when I get to my exam, I'm not gonna have to spend 5 minutes on that problem. I can spend 15 to 30 seconds. And then, hold on. Didn't Mr. Tinsley tell me that he has practice exams? So you mean I don't even have to pay for a GED ready? Oh my, look at all the practice exams he got. So I can practice. So now, are you going to take all these practice exams? No. What I would advise you to do is go to the first 5 first, do the first 5. Then I would go to feedback. I would take the exam, see how many get right or wrong. In the feedback, it's exactly what it says, with feedback. So for every problem that's incorrect, I'm going to show you how to do it either in text or with a video. Hold on, Mr. Tiz, what do you mean by that? What do you mean you're going to show me how to do it with a video? Let me show you. So, I mean, when I tried to mimic the GED as closely as I could. Watch this. Let me show you what I mean when I say I'm giving you feedback. So say, for example, you get, let's see. Let me find a linear equation right here. Which of the following equation represents a line that is parallel? Now, you should know how to do it because we already know slope is -3, so I know it's going to start with y equal minus 3x. Right? But say we didn't know, because this is the multiple choice. We know it has to start with y equal minus 3x. Y equal 3x, y equal 3x, y equal minus 1/3 x, y equal minus 3x minus 7. Boom. So if you got it wrong, if you didn't select this last one, I explained to you in text, right? And then if you got it wrong, I made a short video to give you feedback how to do the problem.
And that's on Canvas?
That's in Canvas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you every tool you get to pass this exam. But what I need from you is I need the investment in yourself. Listen, I can't listen. I'm gonna pause this real quick. Watch this. See that where it says CK12 online textbook? Watch this. I'm gonna go to linear equations. Whatever you don't understand, parallel and perpendicular lines, rate of change, finding the slope of a line, graph a line and slope intercept form, graph a line by finding the y-intercept, whatever, the coordinate plane, whatever you want to do. Watch this. So graph a line and slope intercept form, parallel and perpendicular. Watch this. Parallel and perpendicular. Since that's we kind of went over that, watch this. And you don't even need an account. I would rather you have one, but you don't even need an account. Look, I got a textbook that's going to explain to you how
That's
to do it.
question. Sometimes I don't know, like, you know how the textbooks come up? I don't know, like, because sometimes a lot of math books will come up when you go into that site.
Not mine. I specifically went through every single one. That link go to something specific. It don't go to the whole book.
All right. So, okay.
The slope intercept form. Y equal 1/2 x minus 4. We know the
Okay.
slope is 1/2, right? Look at that. It goes step by step.
Okay.
Then at the bottom right corner, see where it says view quiz? There's practice. It's explaining everything you need. Look at that.
I don't know what the hell.
Even word problems. So what I'm saying is, again, it's up to you how much hard work you put in. What I'm saying is just go with me. Go and get into the course, practice every day. In the 30 days, you're gonna pass your exam. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Linear equations is anywhere from 5 to 10 questions on your exam.
Okay.
All right. So again, though, if you get stuck, send me a text, send me an email. But you should be working through these types of problems. So by next Monday, you should be able to say, Mr. Tinsey, I got this. Or Mr. Tinsey, check out my exams or check out all the assignments I did at either Khan Academy or CK12 on your site. I'm killing it. Or Mr. Tinsey, I didn't know how to do this problem. I did all these problems, but I didn't know how to do this one. That's fine.
Okay.
Invest in yourself.
Yes,
Put the hard work in. Any questions before we leave tonight? We had a new person here tonight. Oh, she logged off. I thought Anaya was here. Okay. She
I'm still here.
Oh, so we had a new person tonight. Welcome to the group.
Hi.
Hi. How are y'all?
This is what we do every Monday from 6 to 7.
You have come to the right place.
Yeah.
I know I did.
Definitely.
He is a godsend.
Yeah.
That he is. That he is.
Everybody
Thank
have
you,
a
Mr.
wonderful night.
Kendi.
Oh, you're so
All right.
welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Everybody have a wonderful night.
Everybody
Mr.
have a good night.
Kendi.
See you next week, Mr.
Bye-bye.
Tinsey. Good
Mr.
night.
Tenzi, I'm going to go ahead and schedule my exam again in 3 weeks.
Okay.